Welcome back to the Graham Stephan Show. My name is Graham and welcome to my show. And I got a really trippy video for you guys today because I swear this guy is basically me in the future. If I were a little bit older and I lived in another country, this would probably be me. And I was really excited when I saw this video posted because I knew I could finally react to myself in the future because this video is titled, What I Spend in a Week as a Millionaire Businessman by Mark Tilbury. So with that said, guys, you gotta watch his channel and you're gonna see the resemblance between him and me in the future. It's kind of crazy. But first, before we start, it would mean a lot to me if
you Mark Tilbury that like button
by making it turn blue for the YouTube algorithm. And also, big thank you to Simply Safe for sponsoring this video, but more on that later.
Hi guys, it's Mark. So I thought it was about time.
He should really intro this with, what's up you guys? No, hold on. What's up you guys? It's Mark here. I can't do the accent. It's so bad. He should start with a, what's up you guys? It's Mark here. It would just make it seem a lot more fun.
I broke down all the money I spend in a week, including both my personal and business expenses. When I was younger, I'd always look up to the rich people in my neighbourhood and think to myself, if I just knew how they were spending their money, then maybe I could become as wealthy as them.
Yeah, see, but just watch, those people you look up to are just completely broke. They're drowning in debt. They drive their Ferrari into the garage and then they get inside and like, oh crap, how am I gonna pay for this? Well, at least Mark is impressed across the street.
So, welcome to my millionaire lifestyle consisting of mega yacht trips, driving Lamborghinis and sleeping until past noon. Now that would be exciting, wouldn't it? But it's really not the reality I choose because I come from nothing and I still respect the value of money. So I tend to look for bargains and deals wherever I can.
Wow, see, he's humble flexing on us. Big time. But you know what? I like it. I approve of this.
This is so I'm able to maximize my investments. Because the US dollar is the reserve currency of the world, for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to be using that in this video.
See, look at that. He's doing us a huge favor here because normally I have to go and convert pounds into the US dollar and then give an estimation. The fact that he's doing this for us, that's why he's a millionaire.
So if you like this kind of transparency, then make sure to hit that thumbs up button for the L-Tube algorithm.
See? I told you this is me in the future.
So let's kick this off with Monday.
Oh, look, he's got the light too. He's got the light.
My wife bought me this big bag of granola for $1.95, which actually lasts me for 14 days. But I don't like it dry, so I get these fruity yogurts that come in multi-packs of 6 for only $1.10. I also sprinkle some of these frozen blueberries on top as it's important to get your 5 a day.
Wow, that actually looks really good. I gotta say, I want to try that. Now, I used to eat just like Greek yogurt straight when I was on like my health binge, and it was disgusting. But you know what? After like a month of doing that, it started tasting good. This to me seems delicious.
Finally, I top this all off with a nice mug of English breakfast tea for 7 cents.
Wow, look at that. 7-cent tea. I got my 20-cent coffee. But you know what? It's just, I need the caffeine. I just need that jolt to get the day started. The tea just, it doesn't have that punch.
This breakfast cost me a total of $1. Now it was time to make one of my regular house renovation payments for $100,000. I'm currently remodeling my house with a $600,000 budget, which I'm using to build out the new North Wing.
North Wing. See, your house is big when you got a wing. You got a wing to the house. I don't even have wings. I don't know what we need to do to get a wing in the house, but you know what? Look at this. We gotta zoom in. What car is that? It looks like a Tesla. Looks like a wrapped Tesla in the front.
I then tucked into the packed lunch my wife had made me in the morning. This used to be a way to save money, but now it's just a way not to overeat during the day. Monday's lunch.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. When you're broke, going and like making lunches and bringing them to work is a good way to save money. But then when you actually have money, it's a good way to stop yourself from overeating. So I have to agree with him. At this point, it's not about saving money. It's just like, how does he keep healthy? The only thing, the Diet Coke. Not a fan of the Diet Coke, though.
Lots of my businesses sell items online, which means I have to regularly spend money on adverts. So with that said, on Monday, I had to spend $5,000 on Google shopping ads.
Yeah, but see, he'll spend $5,000, he'll make like $8,000 back. So he's doing well. I wouldn't even count that as an expense. I would just look at the net for that.
Now it's time to travel to one of my shops. Luckily, I drive a Tesla Model 3, which is completely electric. And on top of this, when I bought the car, I managed to get free supercharging for the year, so this trip was completely free.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. With Teslas, you get referral bonuses. So for every person that buys a Tesla through your link, you get 1,000 free supercharging miles. And now on my Tesla, I think I have like 200 and something thousand miles for free on the car. It's insane. So needless to say, it's like everywhere I go now is free supercharging for... I'll never use that many miles, I'll be honest. At this point, it's just like, it's cool to rack up points, but it's kind of useless after like 30,000. I wish I could just convert them into dollars. If I could do that, I'd be happy.
Every day I like to evaluate the stock levels in my shops and order what is required. Today I put in a purchase order with a supplier for $4,558. My shops sell model planes, helicopters, cars and trains.
Wow, that's neat. This is the type of store that I would have loved as a kid. If I were like 7 to 10 years old going into that store, I would want everything.
To round off my day, my wife prepared crispy duck, and this came to a total of $27.78. So my personal spending added up to $100,032.28.
But you know what? Before I go into my thoughts on that, I gotta say a huge thank you to our video sponsor today, SimpliSafe. For those of you not aware, SimpliSafe is an incredibly reliable, effective home security system that makes sure your home is safe around the clock. Or should I say, make sure your home is simply safe around the clock. Am I right? It's shipped right to your door. It's completely customizable. It's intuitive to set up yourself in under an hour, and then from there, your home is professionally monitored 24/7, all for the low cost of 50 cents a day with no contracts. They've got sensors to cover every window, room, and door, plus lots of great extras like water sensors, temperature sensors, and HD cameras. And I'm not a handy person by any means, but if I could set it up myself in under an hour without even reading the instructions, anybody can. Not to mention, their devices are also super sleek and small, so you barely even notice them. Lately, it's been so nice to check in on the front door when the doorbell rings to see who it is and what they're trying to sell me, and SimpliSafe makes that incredibly easy to do from the app. Plus, if anything happens and SimpliSafe is alerted to anything, they'll take the appropriate action and make sure the police get called. And lately, when I'm away from the house, it's been really nice to see if packages have been delivered or spy in the living room to see who's stealing snacks from the refrigerator. And best of all, I could see all of that from my phone, so just for that alone, it's worth it. And also, their customer service is incredibly helpful, and they're always there for whatever you need. And best of all, you can take 20% off your SimpliSafe security system and your first month free when you sign up for their interactive monitoring service. So click the link in the description or visit simplisafe.com/GrahamStephanShow to learn more or try one out for yourself. And now, of course, with that said, let's get back to the video. Oh, geez. See, it's crazy when you add it up like that, but okay, the renovation, I'd say that's the same thing as him saying he made an investment that day. So chalk that up. I don't think the lunch, dinner... Okay, so really, he spent like 35 bucks. That's really what he spent.
And my business spending was $9,558 on Monday. On Tuesday, I had the same breakfast again, except today I added a cheeky English crumpet to spruce things up a bit.
Oh, cheeky. Wow. That looks good too.
These come in packs of 9 and work out to a cost of 20 cents when topped with Marmite. Now, Marmite is loved or hated in the UK, and I think it takes my crumpets to the next level. And yes, I know it's, so very British.
I've actually never tried that before. It looks like a jam. It looks decent. This is all stuff I gotta try.
On my way to the office, I picked up a $7 iced coffee Frappuccino special from Starbucks.
Whoa, look at that. He's splurging. Jeez, you know what's crazy? I spent an entire week eating Starbucks the other week. I got headaches. It was so bad. I just lost all desire. Not that I had a big desire to begin with, but like every now and then, sure, it's a fun little treat. It makes me sick to think about eating anything Starbucks now. It's wild how it works like that.
Only joking, Graham. I actually just...
Oh! He got me. This guy's on another level. I swear. It's like, I should have seen that coming. I should have just waited another second to watch this. Well done, Mark.
The black coffee I prepared for about 10 cents in my old McDonald's cup that I'd saved. I started having black coffee just in case I didn't have any milk, and now it's the only way I like it. Take that, 20 cents iced coffee.
He's right though. You know, I did that for a while. I ran out of cream and then I started drinking the coffee just straight black. And then I got used to it after like a week, and I was like, oh, well, I don't really need cream anymore, because now it's just a little bit more healthy. Well, guess what? I'm back on the cream. But yeah, it's amazing. You just get used to it after a while.
While I'm at the head office, I'm always looking for ways I can improve the businesses. After having a meeting with the team that manages my websites and hearing all the progress that they've made recently, I decided to pay them well ahead of schedule. Now this cost me $9,722, but the changes and upgrades should make me a lot more than that. By paying straight away, it means that next time I need a job completed in a short amount of time, they'll be more inclined to get it done.
Wow, see, that's smart. But you have to really make sure you get the right people on board, because if you pay the wrong people too much money up front, they're gonna sit back, they're gonna take their time. I've dealt with that with contractors sometimes. You pay them a little bit too much money up front, and they just never get the job done. But if you get the right people in the right situations, like with him, it's worth it.
After a busy morning, I went down to the supermarket and I grabbed myself a meal deal. I got a sandwich, a bottle of Pepsi, and some paprika crisps, or paprika chips if you're in America land, all for a total of $4.86.
Blech. See, I'm just not a big fan of soda. See, soda for me, for some reason, it's just, I hate the taste, I hate the text, like everything about soda.
We even take our own ketchup, as they charge so much for those little portions. It's crazy, and there's no way I'm ever going to pay for those.
Wait, what? How does he just walk around all day carrying a huge, like, a gallon of ketchup? Where does he put that? And does no one question that throughout the day when he takes out a gallon of ketchup from a trench coat? He's like,
Oh, well, I'm not going to pay for a little packet. I got my gallon here.
Smart, though.
So my personal spending on Tuesday added up to $16.16, and my business spending was $13,212.14. That gives us a total of $13,228.30.
Yeah, he's blowing us away with some of these big numbers, though, but honestly, his day-to-day personal stuff is pretty cheap.
On Wednesday, you guessed it, I went for my standard granola and blueberry breakfast and a 10-cent black coffee. According to a study by Stanford University, eating the same thing for breakfast every day reduces something called decision fatigue. Basically, the idea is that limiting the amount of decisions you make during the day allows you to make better choices when it comes to the important things. So although it may seem boring, blueberry granola every day indirectly helps me make money. Ka-ching!
Ka-ching! I want that sound effect, Jack. Let's do that.
As soon as I arrived at my office, I got a call from a great friend who runs a business that makes taser blasters. He was running into a bit of a problem getting the batteries he needed, and he knew that I had strong connections out in China. So I called up one of my Chinese suppliers and I placed a special order for $8,248.
Look at the B-roll. That's great. He's got B-roll for everything.
So adding up all my personal expenses on Wednesday comes to $10.83. My business expenses come to $16,003, which gives me a total of $16,013.83 for the day.
See, he's smart. He knows that throwing out big numbers like that, everyone's gonna be like, whoa, look at that, he's spending like $10, $20, $100,000 a day. It's crazy. His personal spending, though, when we really get down to it, is pretty cheap. I do want to see things like his mortgage, utilities, insurance. I want to see stuff like that as well.
Thursday is the day I set aside for filming videos for social media. I spent the afternoon filming YouTube videos and we overran a little bit, so I decided to buy a Chinese takeaway for the whole family, including the in-laws, which came to a total of $65.28. So it was only personal expenses on Thursday, and altogether they came to $68.33.
It's really good. I bet this dude is making bank too. He's got to be making at least, like, I'm gonna guess $5,000 a day. $5,000 US dollars a day minimum. So I think it's going to be higher than that. That's what I think.
So after eating my normal breakfast, I headed down to the golf club. Believe it or not, I'm actually one of the youngest members there. Golf here is $945 a year, so that works out at $18.17 a week.
That's not bad at all for golf. Jeez, that's a bargain. I've seen some of those courses. Like you have to pay like $100 just to get in. So that's pretty good.
In the afternoon, I went for tea and scones with my son Curtis, as I like to treat him sometimes. Well, actually, I went there to check out the floor tiles, as I want to replicate these at home. Curtis also took the time to discuss business with me. The afternoon tea came to around $69.45.
Yeah, see, look at that. He talked business, so then he could write off the meal. That's smart. You always want to talk a little bit of business.
While we were eating, he convinced me that we needed faster Wi-Fi for uploading videos. So I purchased Elon Musk's Starlink system for a one-off cost of $500.
Wow, we should do that. See, here's the thing. This would make a great video. He makes one video about that. It'll pay for itself. Guaranteed. That's just neat.
Adding up all my personal expenses on Friday, that comes to $115.02. And my business expenses come to $50,025, which gives me a total of $50,140.02 for the day.
Jeez, he's throwing in these crazy business numbers here. He is spending a lot, but he's making a lot back.
I decided to take the bikes down to the seaside and go for a nice ride with my wife. Best thing of all, this is completely free. We stopped off at McDonald's for a lunch and I grabbed a 5 chicken select meal for myself and a McFlurry for my wife. This cost $8.60.
$8 for McDonald's? Don't you remember when McDonald's used to be cheap? When you used to go to McDonald's and it was like that was the cheap meal? Now they've raised their prices. It's the Big Mac inflation. They're going up in price. Now it's actually more expensive to eat at McDonald's than it is to make a meal at home, which is wild.
So as I said, I don't like to do business on the weekends, so my personal spending on Saturday came to $276. You'll be glad to know that today I didn't go for my normal breakfast and tucked into a full English for $7.50.
Jeez, look at that, $7.50. Wow, 7 times his normal breakfast, but look at that meal. Look how happy he's happy.
So now for my additional expenses. My houses and cars are all paid off, so the only additional expense is my phone bill for $16.67 per month.
Wow, see, there we go. I was curious about his housing payment. I wonder what property tax is, though, but either way, incredible.
So my personal spending this week comes in at $100,679.61. But we have to remember a big part of this is due to the house renovations, which will add value to the property. So if we take off this expense, it comes to $679.61.
That's incredible. $679 a week when he has a paid off house, a pretty big YouTube channel, a big TikTok channel. He's making a ton of money. All of it, I guarantee, pretty much all of it is profit. This is like a fraction of 1% of what he's making every single week. This is what to do. Honestly, this is a perfect example of everything going right.
My business spending this week lands in at $88,798.14. So adding this all together, my total spending was $189,477.75. Make sure to subscribe.
All right, listen, I gotta say, I like it. He does everything right, and there's nothing not to like with this video. I'm trying to think of any criticisms I have, and I don't have any. Seriously, I don't have any criticisms whatsoever, which is one of the few times ever in a video I don't have anything negative to say. So you know what? We're gonna go to the comments and see if maybe the comments have anything negative to say. Wow, this is good. Connor, yeah, I see you here. Point of view, you're waiting for Graham Stephan's reaction video. I kid you not, I wasn't even planning to react to this, and I thought, you know what, I should. Here we go. We got another one, Bradley. I truly hope Graham sees this. Fantastic. I'm really hoping / looking forward to Graham reacting to this. Yeah, you know what? I'm looking through all the comments. All the comments are just as nice as Mark is. So how about this, Mark? If you're ever going to be in Las Vegas, if you want to come down and come and meet us on the Iced Coffee Hour, let us know. We would love to talk to you. I think you would be a great person to have on. And listen, I think this is pretty much like me in the future anyway. So it would be cool to meet my future self. So if you want to do that, just reach out to us on Instagram and we'll be able to make that happen. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to destroy the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. Also, feel free to add me on Instagram. I post it pretty much daily, so if you want to be a part of it there, feel free to add me there. As in the podcast, The Iced Coffee Hour, new episodes being posted every single Sunday. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy. And with that said, until next time.